All right, let's get going again here. So here's this fuel tank. Not sure what it's doing sitting here. Wasn't here 2 years ago. Again, that annoying sun. And so here again, somebody has parked their vehicle on the grade. Not sure if they're hunting or if they're in. There's a tree stand right here. And they're kind of right in my spot here. All right, so you can see there's a couple of things here. So you can see, first of all, there's a dip in the grade, very large concrete culvert, and then here you can see we have the milepost 81 marker. So again, that is the mileage on the Kinghorn. So for the original lines, we have to subtract the 49.7, so that becomes milepost 31.3. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to drop down and go take a look at that culvert. Basically, I was here a couple years ago. I didn't feel like going down today and having a look at it, so we'll reuse that footage. All right, so we've made our way down below the grade here at Fairlock Creek, and so what you can see here is we do have a fairly large diameter concrete culvert. You can see it still looks in fairly good shape. A bit of the flange there on the top has sort of come off a little bit, but looks like most of the pieces are kind of seated very well. Again, you can kind of see sort of the swampy nature of this area. I just noticed as I came down here, somebody's got their tree stand up here in the swamp here, maybe hunting for moose in the fall time. But again, you can see it's a fairly large, probably about a 5-foot diameter culvert. Again, there is quite a bit of water here flowing through the creek. So what we're going to do is we're going to go jump the grade and go take a look at things from the north side. Okay, so we've made our way down on the north side, and as we pan back over here, you can see the mileage marker up there. Good view of it. And so here you can see the culvert. This is about as close as we can get, just because of the depth of the creek. There's quite a bit of water coming through, and again, if you take a look at this side, it does look like it's in pretty good shape, given the amount of water that's kind of flowing through. And again, kind of a very kind of interesting area, kind of a little bit more kind of swampy type of terrain, but sort of interesting nonetheless. Okay, so we're going to jump back up on the grade and just continue pushing south here. All right, so let's leave milepost 81 behind. This is really annoying. The sun is just right. The clouds are just right in between the sun there. You can kind of see the geography of this area. So remember I talked about that it was a floodplain. So I can't really pan that way because we're going to pan into the sun, but you can see the ridges here all along here, and you can see these beautiful ridges here. You can see that there are some stuff that looks like it's burnt. In that area over there in the springtime, you can see it really well. There was a forest fire that went through here back in 1999, so 24 years ago, and you can see in the springtime you can see the patches a lot better, but you can basically see the geography here. Really neat. So the creek that we just passed is Fairlock Creek, and so that is what gives this station that's coming up its name. I don't know if the station was named first and then they named a creek, or if the creek was named first. Not sure of the origins of Fairlock. Basically, a lot of the names of places on this line are either named after specific people, or they're named after indigenous things, not really sure. Why did I put a marker here? Oh yeah, so next spur. Good thing I noticed that. I'm like, what the hell do I have a marker here for? Okay, so our next spur was a flag stop. So what do I have written here? So this shows up in 1939. It's a 4-car spur, and basically you can see something here on the side of the grade. So you can see this bumped out area here. So it kind of starts there. It would have been connected at the west end, so connected over there as opposed to the east end. But it certainly looks like there was something here. And additionally, it was also a flag stop as well. So I'm guessing that this was hit. So this belonged to the CNoR construction, or it's called CNoR construction. So again, not sure what they were doing here. I'm guessing just like Keatley, cutting logs, cutting wood, doing something. Not quite sure. So we'll flash up a timetable here for you. All right, here we go. So there's cloud, but it's just hanging like right there. Just right below the sun. Nope, I saw a chipmunk. Wasn't too bad here with the shadows. Try to keep my head tilted a little bit to the right, a little to the north here. You see sort of the beautiful geography. So guessing that truck there, I saw the people were kind of down off to the side right where there was a tree stand. So maybe they were doing some moose hunting. This is definitely good moose country here with these sort of swampy areas. Again, you can see all those ridges around here, right? And this is kind of in this little old ancient floodplain here. And you can see the ridges to the north. So again, big forest fire back in 1999. Burned thousands of hectares. So I've probably heard one of the stories that it was bad. It was right at the beginning of May, so it was dry, so everything was burning like crazy. But the lakes were still frozen. So the Ministry of Natural Resources water bombers had a heck of a time because there was no lakes that they could land in to scoop water because they were still frozen. So just a very unusual situation where you have kind of a very dry spring, but it hasn't been quite warm enough to melt the ice. So we're up on a bit of an embankment here. So again, just this floodplain, and you're just going to get little undulations in the terrain. So probably a lot of fill to create this embankment. Now the sun's gonna disappear here for a bit. So as I mentioned, we are in the middle of October, so many of the trees have lost their leaves. The poplars and birches, and here we're going through, these are all jack pines, very common species in this area. See that big ridge there to the north? Just want to keep my eyes open here because don't know if it's still here or not, but somewhere in this next little stretch, at one time the siding at Fairlock, or the station at Fairlock, was still active, and there would have been a sign, yellow triangular sign that said Fairlock on it, and basically indicated that Fairlock station was approaching. So I think we would have passed it anyway, because it would have been a little bit further back there. Because we're at a culvert here, and this culvert is, I've written 81.46, but I don't know, I looked at it before and I got 81.40, so potato 6/100ths of a mile. I don't know if that's great. So again, that's the mileage on the Kinghorn. So again, for the original lines, you have to subtract the 49.7. All right, here we go, back in the saddle. Sun's back out again. So here's that transition again. We're kind of pushing into a little bit more of an upland area compared to where we were, kind of the swamp. Hopefully the shadows aren't too bad here. Just needed a little bit more cloud right where the sun is. So here's another tie. And in here you can see there's a tie plate. Luna and I are gonna move over because this truck is coming. Alrighty. We'll resume our journey here. Again, you can see lots of little cuts and things like that. Sort of indicative of the geography of this area. I don't know where the time goes. It's 11 o'clock already. It's like, you know, we started this at like 8:30. I'm just getting slow in my old age here. Ballast is bad. Bad, bad, bad. Cloud to roll in here. There's a culvert here. We have a mileage count. Nope. No mileage. Oh my God, this is terrible. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff here. Let's go have a look. So I remember when we were here 2 years ago, I had originally seen the telegraph pole. So I remember stopping to come and take a look at the telegraph pole, and then it was just like, hey, there's some other stuff around here. So here's the telegraph pole right here, and here's one of the cross beams. No insulators that I can see of anyway. It's a rock. Okay, so the neat thing is we actually have a couple pieces of rail here. So take my helmet off here so you can see. So we have some lengths of rail here, a couple pieces. You can see that I tried to, I'll check the old video and see if I saw anything on that one in terms of a date or anything on there. Who knows, these things have been sitting here probably for a while, and so there may not be anything on them. They look small, So they look like 85-pound rails. So these are probably go back a ways. I can't remember what this line was laid with, probably 60 and then 85 or 85, I don't know. This line used 100-pound rails right up until the end. So again, you can see right away by looking at them that they're much smaller rail. Okay, let's hold up here for a second, and then we'll keep chugging along.